Happy Father's Day, everyone. This week on the podcast, we're looking at the 1987 classic, The Stepfather. Let's go.
Flip the switches to maximum amplification as Parker, Dan, and Angela prepare for their operation. With trivia and plot points scrawled across their walls, laughter and debate erupts as the movie's drama calls. The world may call them crazy, minds gone astray, but genius and passion and madness all dance the same way. Now the show begins to rise from its broadcast realm, and you can open your eyes as we dissect that film.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Dissect That Film Podcast, a podcast that dissects the good, the bad, and the ugly of cinema. I am your host, Brett Parker, and joining me, as always, my wonderful co-hosts, Dan and Angela of D-Day Gaming.
Hello.
Well, it is after Father's Day, as we do. We don't like to celebrate things on the day or the week, the Friday before. It's like, how about 2 weeks later? Fine. We did it for Mother's Day. Now we're here for Father's Day. And we just love not the heartwarming movies that cover these wonderful holidays. We're going to talk about the movies where it's about, a guy who is being possessed by his mother and goes on a killing spree for Mother's Day with Psycho. And now we get to talk about a guy who just marries into families and kills them all and then moves on to the next one. As today, we're talking about 1987's The Stepfather.
Morrison isn't his real name.
What is it?
God knows, we don't. His personal history was falsified and his prints were untraceable. It was possible Morrison had done it before.
You can call me sentimental, I don't care. I have beautiful friends, I have a wonderful new family. So what do you think? Can we give this little guy a home?
Sure.
That's my girl.
He's a wonderful man, and he wants to care for us.
I don't know. There's just something about him.
Oh, that guy in Bellevue that killed his whole family. Cut him up with knives. Maybe they disappointed him. All we need is a order around here. You're a good boy. He's a good boy. Isn't he a good boy? Your daddy's little angel. Hi, honey.
He's just some crazy creep. Don't you talk to your father that way. He's not my father. How can you even bear to let him touch you? Stop it!
We have to talk, honey,
About what?
about what is happening to our family.
I'm taking care of it.
He scares me, Dr. Pondering.
Who am I here?
Help me! Help!
You're a very bad girl.
The Stepfather.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you guys have a history with this movie by chance?
I have watched the remake with what's his face in it.
Dylan Walsh
Yeah.
and Penn
That's
Badgley.
Yeah, that's the one that I watched. But I didn't make it through the whole thing because I realized in the middle of it that this wasn't the original. And I was like, oh, no, can't watch it. I got to watch the original first. And never got around to watching it.
All right.
My history is whatever Movie Dumpster told me to say. No, like literally, it's when when I was going through like deep diving their catalog or a podcast, and when they just did the Stepfather movies, and I was like, oh, okay, we'll probably cover those someday, and here we are.
Yeah.
That's
They
it.
they covered all three of them.
Yeah.
I'm in the same boat as Angela. I actually watched the remake shortly after it came out, and I never knew there was an original. There was, even after watching the movie, I didn't know for the longest time that there was an original I always thought it was that the '09 one was the original. I thought it was a cool concept. And then I think it was Movie Dumpster that introduced me to this movie years ago. And I was listening to their show, and they were covering the 1987 The Stepfather. And I went, huh? Is this? And they're talking about the movie. And I'm like, that's the movie I watched years ago. So, okay. And I watched it for the first time shortly after they covered it and was like, wow, this movie is way better than that movie was.
Don't show your hand.
No, but, well, I mean, I'm just comparing it to the remake.
Don't be like
I
this
just remember...
movie that just blows its whole load, right?
Yeah.
But it works out. I'm not making fun of it for it. Carry on.
Yeah, and then of course, like after that, I didn't know there were 2 sequels to the original. There was the Stepfather 2, I think Come to Daddy or something was the tag for that one.
Maybe it's
This is not Come for Daddy. Like, whoa, Jesus.
Oh, Make Room for Daddy.
Yeah.
Wait, that could still work for porn.
Yeah, it can. That one had Terry O'Quinn back as the stepfather, and when you see the ending of this movie, you go, I wonder how that happened. Well, we're not going to talk about it because maybe we'll talk about it for next year's Father's Day, because I do want to talk about the Stepfather too, because people on the internet say that it is a good sequel. So we shall see. But then there was a third one that didn't have Terry O'Quinn, but it was the same character, who I will talk about a little bit of the plot of that one, where he gets plastic surgery so that you go, huh, that's why he doesn't look like Terry O'Quinn anymore.
I mean, hey, listen, they couldn't fix Jack Nicholson's face, but they could fix his. Just saying, dude.
So The Stepfather was directed by Joseph Rubin, who also directed some classics such as Sleeping with the Enemy with Julia Roberts, The Good Son with Macaulay Culkin and Elijah Wood, Money Train with
too.
Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes, and he directed a movie called Dreamscape back in 1984 that had Dennis Quaid and Kate Capshaw. And it's funny because it came out in 1984, which is the same year that Temple of Doom came out. And when you look at the posters, you're like, Kate Capshaw was in 2 movies that had similar posters. They're not the same, but like it's very Indiana Jones style poster.
Yeah.
I was waiting for Dennis Quaid to be wearing a fedora. To be like, what is happening right now? But he almost didn't take the job because he thought he was going to be directing another typical slasher. He's not a fan of slashers, so he did not want to make one of his own. But when he read the script, he thought that he could make something unique to the genre, which I can say it worked out.
Yep. Yeah.
It was written by Carolyn Lefcourt, Brian Garfield, and Donald Westlake, who actually came back and helped write and kind of do work on the remake in '09. So I guess, the story was good enough where they decided to come back and give the remake a chance.
Oh,
the music was done by Patrick Moraz, who I don't think we've talked about before.
I don't think so.
Very 80s synthy type of music that you kind of get from these lower budgeted 80s slashers. Nothing I
par for the course
from him. Yeah. It was released January 23rd, 1987, had a runtime of 89 minutes, which is just like chef's kiss.
Right where you want to be.
Yeah, 100%. I have no budget for this movie, but it made $2.5 million in the US. I think it made like 4 or 5 million worldwide.
I'm sure it got a bump in sales when, I know we'll talk about it, when like they released DVDs and stuff, and of this, and Terry O'Quinn, of course, was very popular for another show when DVDs were becoming popular. So
it's not the first time though we've talked about Terry O'Quinn, as we talked about him in Silver Bullet that came out a couple years before this.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. There's a scene in this movie that I literally was like, oh, I forgot that's how he actually looks. But as for the other cast, we have Jill Sholin as Stephanie. She was there's a scene in this movie that we're going to talk about that kind of makes you kind of feel weird. She was 24 when this movie was being made, so it was okay.
We're in the green, guys. In the green.
Yeah.
I made comments about that one.
Shelley Hack as Susan Main. She was probably the biggest ticket on this one. She was in the original Charlie's Angels show. She was in her first movie ever was Annie Hall back in 1977. And what was the last one I saw that she was in? Oh, The King of Comedy, which was a Martin Scorsese film from the early 80s. She was in Troll.
Oh
Yep.
boy.
Yeah. And I think now she is mostly a producer or writer for Hallmark or Lifetime movies or something like that.
Boy. Well,
Yeah.
you got to have a job. Got to make some money.
Listen, yeah, if I could just come up with the ideas for a bunch of them trashy ass movies, I'd go for it.
I haven't seen that one.
Charles Lanier as Dr. Bondurant. Stephen Shellen as Jim Ogilvy. That was a name they gave the guy.
Yes.
Oh man, I'm trying to think. I was looking. I was like, oh, he was in an episode of RoboCop the series. That was when I was like, oh, okay. He was in a remake of a movie we've covered on the show. He was in Gone in 60 Seconds.
Was he? Who was he in the remake?
He was just exotic car salesman.
Nice.
Yeah, and he was the voice of a character in Deus Ex: Human Revolution.
Yeah, I didn't play that one. I only ever played the old PC one back in the day.
We're gonna have to find that one and watch that.
She found a movie.
I didn't know that Robert Englund was in a Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah, and do you see the cover of it? Where they make him look like Freddy Krueger, even though that's not what he looks like in the movie at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
funny.
it's like on the it says Robert Englund was Freddy. Now he's the Phantom of the Opera, and I'm like, what? Since when?
Oh man, we got Stephen E. Miller as Al Brennan, Robin Steven as Karen, Jeff Schultz as Paul Baker, Lindsay Bourne as the art teacher, and I'm just gonna stop there because I'm looking at these names like I don't remember any of these people.
I don't know half these fucking
names. Just yeah, if you're not a main character, your name is gonna not probably be included in this. So the concept of this story was based on the true story of John List, who in, I believe it was the 60s, the late 60s, early 70s, he did pretty much what the main character of this movie does. He killed his entire family, moved away, kind of created a brand new life, and then kind of just lived, kind of started over. And he was caught, I think, 2 years after this movie came out. He was caught in 1989, and he was caught because of America's Most Wanted.
Hell
it
yeah.
It was like 18 years after the killings.
Loved watching that show.
Another fun fact, we'll shout out the cinematographer John Lindley. He was the replacement DP because the original DP for this movie was dealing with criminal charges.
Oh.
He was up for like spousal assault.
Wow, sounds like he'll fit right in on this movie.
Yeah, so he was dealing with that, so they needed to hire a new DP and brought John Lindley in.
Okay. Hopefully he also didn't beat his family, and we just didn't know about it.
Yeah, that wouldn't be cool. That wouldn't be cool at all. But yeah, that's like just a little bit of facts I have on the Stepfather. Not a whole lot. This was a movie that Terry O'Quinn thought was going to kind of propel him to like megastardom, and unfortunately, it just kind of cornered him into the one type of character. People just wanted to hire him to be more psychotic characters, and he didn't want to do that, so he didn't work for a while.
That's fair.
Of course, he would. To be honest, I think Terry O'Quinn was kind of a bit character for a long time until Lost.
That's fair.
He became like huge. Like I think that's where most people remember Terry O'Quinn is from Lost.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh yeah, there's a bunch of other things, awesome things that he did like way before that. You should check those out. And The Stepfather is probably, in my opinion, one of his greatest performances as Jerry Blake. He's really, it's so good.
Hey horror friends, welcome to Tomb of Terrors. I'm Old Man Brad, your guide into darkness. Here, every episode is a journey into horror. I'm digging up the latest releases, having conversations with the filmmakers who bring these nightmares to life, or sometimes dragging in my friends to explore cult classics, like Bruno Mattei's Cruel Jaws. There's something spine-tingling around every corner. So whether you love a bloody Italian slasher, a chilling ghost story, or those hidden treasures scattered throughout Tubi, this tomb has something for every horror fan. Just dim the lights, cozy up in a blanket, and step inside. If you dare.
All right. Well, I think it's time to hop into the plot of The Stepfather. You guys ready?
Let's do it.
All right. It's time to dissect that
That.
film.
Is it bad that I almost forgot we did that?
Well, you know, I'm probably gonna forget again at some point. You know.
Floor.
So the movie starts with the score playing over the credits, because that's what a lot of movies did back in the day. They had just the score and the credits, and you had to wait till the movie started. But it's
fine.
good.
It's perfectly normal.
It's it's set in the mood. You know, you're like, what's gonna be happening? What's gonna be happening? And then we get one of my favorite openings of a horror movie, and that is we have a man and he walks into the bathroom. He has a really bad fake beard on, by the way.
Oh yeah, it's rough.
When you first see the character, and he is covered in blood, and of course he is like changing his entire appearance. He shaves the beard off, he puts contacts in to take his glasses off, he dresses in like I was like, he looks like he's about to go take a job as a professor at the local college. Like he's ready to go, and he clearly had a successful night of some sort of slashing, because for one, the way that they shoot this is perfect, because they don't focus on him walking down the stairs after he's done. For one, he walks out to the hallway and he picks up one of the toys that is just hanging out in the hallway, and he puts it back in the toy box.
Mm-hmm.
But then the camera, instead of going to him, it goes to the wall where it shows you the pictures of there was a small child, and then like a family picture with him included as you're going down the steps. You don't actually go back to him until they're at until he's at the bottom of the stairs. But then it goes from him to then a wider shot, and you just see carnage in the living room. Just bodies strung up everywhere.
Blood everywhere.
Yeah. And then, of course, to add a little bloody cherry on top, as he walks out the door, it pans over to as you see there's a dead child.
Mm-hmm.
He also picks up a chair. A chair is fallen over. He sets it up, puts the little cushion, like the little
cushion
thing on the bottom, the cushion on there, and he's like straightens it out. Just showing how he is.
It's so good. It's this opening, the way that it's shot, the way that he is able to just like everything is done with no dialogue. It's so good. And of course, he walks out of the house and just walks down the street.
Yep.
And he's whistling Camptown Races. That is a important thing. I guess it was supposed to be a Barbra Streisand song that he was supposed to whistle, but they didn't like it, so they changed it to Camptown Races.
I like that better. That's a more like, hey, I'm crazy person type.
Right, because it's like something you learned as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not a lot of adults are just going around singing Camptown.
Right.
I don't even think anyone's singing that song anymore.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, so now we're on a ferry, and he has a suitcase, and he just tosses the suitcase off of the ferry. And I'm guessing it's either to like erase that character altogether, or is it like to maybe fake his death?
I think it's because he had all of his clothes he was wearing in that suitcase.
Yeah, and he threw his ring and his glasses and stuff.
I was also questioning why he would touch everything afterwards, but it's also the fact that like we find out later that like there's nothing on this guy.
Yeah, and like little things, like he grabs the newspaper on the way out.
Yeah,
he's just very meticulous. He's a very smart man. Obviously, he has like ADHD or whatever, OCD, whatever you want to call it, OCD. He's just very particular.
So it is now 1 year later, and a girl is riding home on her bike. She gets home, and, you know, as you do, you get into a leaf fight war with your mother.
That's just normal.
It's a common thing. You did it with your mom, right? I definitely didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't.
And, yeah, I mean, it gets pretty intense. It goes on for a while because they have the fight, and then they have like a truce, and then they get up and say, I had my fingers crossed behind my back. Like, what? Okay. But guess who's coming home? Jerry. Fucking Jerry. Who the hell is Jerry?
Of course, Jerry's home.
And of course, like, you hear that, and you're like, who's Jerry? And then you see that motherfucking face. You're like, no! It's Jerry!
I do like how they don't leave any mystery, like I alluded to in the pre-show chat. If you are a patron and you pay to see that kind of stuff, we alluded to this movie literally doesn't hide anything from you. It's like, hey, he's the guy.
Yep.
See how these people interact with the situation, which I like. I think it's kind of nice.
Yeah, there's no subtlety. There's no mystery about it. It's like, no, you know from the very beginning, this is the guy the whole time. You're just kind of clenching your butt cheeks the whole time, wondering when he's going to do the bad things.
Yeah, but I do like that though, because that's one thing that movies like this struggle with, like especially when it's like a murder whodunit, When like
Yeah.
it's really hard to keep that guise up unless you really know what you're doing. It's not like you're a quarter into the movie, you're like, yeah, that guy did it. And then you know the whole time, and then the reveal comes, and you're like, I already knew.
Yeah.
So now you don't have to worry about that. Now you just got to see how they deal with this situation.
But he brings home a peace offering to Stephanie, who is the daughter, and it's a dog. Oh, thanks, Jerry. But is it going to work? We're about to find out. So you find out Stephanie's in therapy and to talk about life, but I think it's more to talk about the fact that her dad had died a year ago, and then like right after he died, her mom met Jerry. And so she is very, apprehensive about getting close to the guy. The guy, and also he brought her to therapy, and he's like sitting outside, and she's like, he's the problem. He's the reason I'm here.
Look at him. Look how nice he's dressed, and he's driving a Chevette. There's something wrong with this. Sorry.
Well, from what I read, it's a Chevy.
Is it a citation?
Chevy Celebrity?
Well, well, he's driving Celebrity in the beginning. When he's outside the thing, it's a citation.
Okay, it must be.
If you look at it, it's a brown two-door Chevrolet.
Okay.
Wait, no, sorry, Chevette, not a citation. Chevette.
Okay.
Sorry.
Have to
Somebody's going to correct me in the comments. Like, no, you dumb fuck. It's a citation. Like, okay, I got it.
They have to make out when he gets home.
He's like sucking face with the mom, and she's got like an entire bush in her hair from the leaf fight. It's like, blah, blah, blah.
Oh yeah. I mean, listen, as somebody who grew up with step parents, this is definitely a feeling I've had multiple times throughout my life. Now as a man in his mid-30s, I don't care anymore. One of them is dead, so that person can't bother me anymore. And the other one is it's to the point where it's just like, I just don't give a shit anymore, dude.
Nice. Not
You
worth the
can't
stress.
hurt me anymore.
You got your own stuff to worry about.
Exactly. But it's definitely one of those things where like her feelings toward Jerry are justified because it is weird. Like I get it. Like you want if one of your parents passed away, you would want the other parent to move on at some point and create a new, life with somebody else. But it's also tough when you're still at home to have to deal with something like that.
Yeah.
Because
you
especially the way Jerry is, because Jerry is very like, he seemed like he forced his way in, but knowing who he is, really, it makes a lot of sense. But like, you need to like form some sort of relationship before you try to be there, like a father replacement, and not just be like, I'm your dad now. And the mom doesn't help.
No.
And again, I can relate because I've dealt with this thing where it's just like, you feel like your parent is more on their side than your side. And you're like, I'm your fucking kid.
Well, and they, like you, from your perspective, you see it different because this is another relationship for the parent that doesn't have the other individual. That's just a different relationship. It'll never be your dad. That person could never
100%.
replace your original father or whatever.
Right.
Like, it's just how it works.
But he talks to her weird too. He calls her his girl, and
That's my girl, which is so creepy.
It's weird. Like,
he's silver tongued, dude. He's silver tongued. Yeah. That's how he is. That's how he gets with everybody, but it doesn't work on her.
Right.
No. It's gross, and I can completely understand why she feels this way. The thing is, I really like Jill Sholin in this movie, but her character's so confusing to me because she seems like she's a good girl. Like her relationship with that boy who she ends up like liking, and I think his name's Paul. I didn't get his name for a while.
Dang it.
Paul.
That's his name. That's what it is now. Canon.
But then you get like the scene in a little bit where you're just like, you don't seem like that type of kid. Like she doesn't portray the I'm a troublemaker all the time. Like I'm I'm a rebel type person, but I don't know. But she's got a very good relationship with her therapist to the point where I kind of questioned the relationship with her and the therapist.
Yeah.
Like, is there something weird they're gonna like put in this? I mean, I knew the plot before watching the movie, but there were moments I was like, this relationship with the therapist is kind of weird.
He was my friend.
Yeah.
What kind of friend?
Yeah, exactly. So they're driving home, and Jerry wants to kind of reset the relationship with himself and Stephanie. So they have like a truce, and he pretty much is like, okay, well, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to be better in school. And she's like, all right. And then immediately it cuts to her fighting some girl in art class. So they're just covered in paint. We got Paul Holt in the back, like, stop it, Stephanie, stop it.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. She didn't start it this time.
She didn't do anything this time. And I love it. I was like, remember when teachers could just grab kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
It's paint a handprint on the back of the teacher.
That was a good little
That was a
ad
nice
there.
little.
I kind of hope it was just impulse for the actress to do it without it actually being part of the script.
Oh, I hope so. It looks like it was just
she
do
just
it.
does it. But he just like fucking grabs her arm and just pulls her along. Like,
Well,
you're
he
in trouble
grabs her-
now.
He grabs her
Oh yeah,
by the shirt. And I was
Yeah.
like, whoa.
Whoa!
That's a little.
Remember we allowed teachers just to beat the shit out of our kids?
I mean, really.
I think we should go back to that. Sorry.
Paddling.
Well, to a degree. There's a limit, okay?
Yes.
They have to deserve it.
Right? Get both sides of the story, not just one.
Yeah.
Yes. There are, like I said, there got to be rules. So you find out Jerry's a real estate agent, and he's meeting up with a family, and he shows them a house, and there's a little girl, and for some reason, this couple allows this man to just hang out with their daughter by themselves. And he's swinging her, and he's telling her, like, asking her questions, like, "Oh, how old are you? What grade are you in?" And I have a daughter, and she's smart. And he calls her, he says Stephanie, and then he says Jill, which is the actress's name. And I think that was kind of a slip up on Terry O'Quinn's part, and they just kept it in because it kind of fits the character, because he's had multiple families in his life.
Right.
So, but also I think it's supposed to play to the fact it's the daughter from the prior family.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And we also get, I think the first one was like, "Who am I here?" Which is like the tag of this.
Yeah. I did. Speaking of weird things of people leaving kids with people they don't know, I literally had that happen to me 2 days ago.
Where a little kid was left with you?
Yes, multiple children. Like we were looking at a group of condos, and there was a water leak in one where it had gone down and then over and down to 2 other units. Well, we were going to check the last unit, but there was a family in there, and we caught the guy outside. We're like, "Hey, if you will allow us to go in and just take a really quick peek to see what's going on with water, blah, blah, blah." And he's like, "Let me go ask my wife if one of you guys was to come with me. Would you, being me, or one of you, and I obligated myself, stay out here and make sure nobody tries to grab my children," which were in the van right next to me. I'm like, "You don't know me. Why would you just trust me to just fucking be, just because I'm in uniform and you're taking my other guy with me, doesn't mean if it was a crazy person, I wouldn't do anything." I sat outside the van. The van was like 5 feet from me, and I just stood there until they got back. I was like, "Well, this is what I'm doing, I guess."
You know how many times people have left their kids in shopping carts when I worked at Walgreens, and they would just walk out to their car to get money or whatever?
Yeah, like, I'll just stay. I was like,
you can't just leave your kid here.
Nah.
And like 9-month-old kids, like little.
My 15-year-old, I'd be totally okay with leaving, like, in the store if I had to go run out. But like my even my 10-year-old, I'm not. No, you're coming with me as wherever the hell I'm going.
Yeah. So like with Sarah's being a girl, like Ridley, he's 12. Like he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go a couple aisles over and grab something." I'm like, "Yeah, go get it." Like, you know where I'm at. Like, I try, like, boy girl age difference, whatever. But these kids were like 5, 6, like they were like little kids. Like I didn't really even see them what they looked like. You just loaded them into the van. I don't know how many. There's more than 2, at least. I don't know.
Hopefully it was actually his kids.
I hope so. I don't know. I don't want to get involved in that nonsense. I was just the guy.
Was he the stepdad?
He could have been. I don't know.
He found this family.
The water leak was just to cover up a murder. I don't know. Could have been.
Yeah. I do like when Jerry is talking, like he confuses the names. And
Yeah.
the little girl's just like, oh, you said your daughter was Stephanie. And he's like, I did? Oh, yeah. Well, Jill, she was the good one. And I was like, oh, shit. She was the good one, and he slaughtered her.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yikes. So Stephanie gets expelled from school. Ooh, she just didn't seem like the type of person who would do that, but okay.
No.
But she wants to go to boarding school so she can kind of escape this whole situation. She doesn't want to be around Jerry, so this is kind of the ticket out. But Jerry's like, you can't separate family. And if I'm the mom, I'm just like, bitch, you've been here a year. You ain't making these decisions for my kid. I'm making the decision for my 16-year-old child. Like,
yeah.
But she's like, oh, we'll think about it. Like, fuck you, Mom. Fuck you. You suck.
Dude, he must be like excellent in the bed. Like, I'm just assuming he is.
He must be.
From what you see, he don't look like he's having too much fun.
He is, but he's
having
I was gonna say
great
she
time.
seemed like she was having fun. She was moaning really loud, but yeah, he didn't seem like he was good.
He was just there.
But it's ultimately Jerry's decision that she's not going to boarding school, and you're like, I don't know if that's solely your decision there, pal, but whatever floats your boat. So Jerry goes down to the basement, and this is where he kind of like vents. This is kind of like his decompression center where he kind of just like talks to himself and he's doing woodwork and stuff like that. And Stephanie talks to her friend kind of about the situation, and then her mom comes in and they have a talk. And of course it's the generic, you gotta give him a chance stuff. He's a good guy. I love him. I think they're already married at this point. Like
I believe so, yeah.
They were already married. And it's just, but the problem is the mom is letting him decide everything for her. And he's known her for a year.
Yep.
It's just, what? No. Like, this is one of those things where it's like, Jerry sucks, of course, because we know as an audience of who he really is, right? If we didn't know those facts, Jerry is just a very pushy guy. There hasn't been any indications where he's like, to be honest, if I didn't know he was a serial killer before this, not terrible. He's not a terrible person. He likes having a family, and he's just trying to be a dad when he should probably just chill the hell out.
Yeah.
The mom is the problem. And I don't want to always be like, but this is a situation, again, I have dealt with in my life where it's like, why is that person making this decision? You're my parent.
Mm-hmm.
He's not.
Yeah, this person just like, you let somebody else do majority of the work, and this other person just gets slotted in and thinks they can take over.
Also, this girl is 16 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. That the decision should be so much easier at that point in time. If this is a young girl, like little girl, yeah, you're going to be a little bit more stricter with your decisions. But when they're 16, they're a couple years out of, being an adult, let her go to fucking boarding school for the last couple years of her high school life. Let her just fucking do whatever. Like, you're still making the, parental decisions, but I don't know. It's just kind of crazy to think about. I think it would have been, I think they make her 16 because she has to have the sort of, thought process to be like, there's something wrong with this guy. He's sketchy. Where I think somebody maybe younger, it would take a lot longer for them to make that determination. I think they could have made her younger. I think it would have been scarier that way.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think it's effective. It's just one of those, like, she's 16, dude. Like, what? What are we talking about? Like, Mom, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Mom's having fun. But they're both wearing wedding rings, so they're married.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think I always think of the sequel, because I think the sequel, he's trying to push his way into a new marriage. That's all I'll say about it.
Mm-hmm.
So Jerry's watching Mr. Ed,
Yeah.
which, of course, classic.
Wilbur.
And
Love it.
Mom comes in and she wants to know some more history about Jerry, because he talks about how he used to watch Mr. Ed as a kid. And she's like, "Ooh, so you're so mysterious. Maybe you should share more of your history." He's like, "There's no history to tell. I try not to live in the past. I got to live in the future." I'm like, bro,
even though he brings it up all the fucking time.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where I think there was originally a scene where it was supposed to give you flashbacks of like things that happened in his life that kind of formed him into the person he is. But then they decided against it.
Yes.
But he must give good dick because she is enjoying herself, but he clearly is not.
No. He's like,
Physically there, but not mentally there.
Yeah. And then, of course, like Steph can hear everything. And so she puts on her headphones and starts jamming out. So two guys show up to the house from the beginning of the movie where the murders happened. And you find out that the family that lived here were the Morrisons. And I think it was Henry Morrison was his name.
I
think so.
Yeah. And that he he murdered his entire family and then disappeared. One of the guys that's here is the brother of the wife.
Yes.
Which, to be honest, did not know his name until the very end of the movie when the guy goes, Tim, and I went, oh, that's his name. I just put him as brother the whole time.
Oh, it's Jim.
Oh, Jim. Sorry, not Tim.
Yeah. So because he's Ogleville or Ogilvy.
Whatever the hell you say it.
Yeah.
And then the other guy is a reporter. And, so Jim owns the house now, but he wants them to reopen the case because they just kind of closed it. They couldn't find the guy, and they're just like, well, it's kind of a lost cause. He's either dead or, there's no way of us finding him. But Jim has kind of figured out that he didn't make it far because I think the killings happened in like the Seattle area.
Yeah.
And he thinks that he's still in Washington.
Yeah, because he deduces that based on he quit his job like a couple weeks before he murdered everybody, and but he was still going to work.
Yep.
And home on time. So he had determined with just drive time, it could only be within this certain area for him to get back every day on time.
Yep. Yeah. He pretty much is like, you got to run this article in the newspaper. You got to put his picture out there. Like he's got to be close by. Somebody is going to recognize him. Like we can find him. We go then to a party at Jerry and Mom's house. And I just noticed that the grill, tiniest grill ever.
I didn't pay attention to that.
There's a lot of people at this party, and that grill is small. You ain't fitting much on there, man. A few burgers, a few dogs, but you're gonna be on that grill for a while.
They can at least fit the one dog.
Stop it. Yeah.
No, it's not super big. I do want to speaking of grills or lack thereof, Jim drives a 66 Barracuda.
Yes.
I didn't look it up.
I just do. I used to own a 65. They're sweet.
They're sweet car.
Sure.
But Jerry makes an emotional speech about how he wouldn't be anything without his family, and he's so happy that everybody's accepted him, blah, blah, blah. Very emotional. Everybody's like, oh, Jerry, you're so cool. Yeah. And, of course, Stephanie is like, oh, fuck this guy. This guy sucks.
How could nobody see it? How could nobody, like, she's, like, back there, like, but I get it. Like, because especially if you don't know him like the situation she has, you're just like, oh, he's all right guy. He seems like a nice dude.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if I was at that party, I wouldn't be, like, suspicious of anything. I'm like, all right, he seems pretty cool. He does, though, get super suspicious when one of the guys they're like sitting at one of the tables and they're reading the newspaper and the article about those murders is in there, but there's no picture. Right. And the guy's reading about it, and Jerry just he's like malfunctioning. He's like, they're like, Jerry, are you okay? And he's like, I just don't understand how someone could do this to their family.
Yeah.
And you're like, ooh.
And then really gets to me.
Just like, but he's like twitching out. And if I'm sitting at that table, I'm like, yo, man, dude, I think Jerry's hiding something. Like, that's not normal, man.
Look at the size of the vein in that guy's forehead.
Yeah, I know. But
Jerry
then he ends
me of a used car salesman.
He does. He does.
He reminds me.
Yeah, he does. He definitely has that vibe to him.
Oh, yeah.
But he does end the conversation with, well, maybe they disappointed him, and that's when I've been like, someone look into this guy. This guy is up to something. That's not normal. You don't say those things about a murdered family.
Because of that? Like,
what?
No. I disappointed my parents. I'm still alive.
Yeah, that's a really terrible reason to just slaughter your family. Really, no good reasons at all. So Stephanie goes down to grab something from the freezer. I think ice cream. I
Ice
can't
cream.
remember. Yeah. And I'm just like, are there any lights in this basement? It's just very dark down there.
Dude,
One of those you do not want to go into.
I literally thought she was getting paper plates out of the freezer. I was like, what are you doing? Like, at first when I looked, I was like, what?
You don't like
Okay.
your paper plates cold?
We chill
Wrong
them
with
for the
you?
guests.
But Jerry goes down there. He just starts going off about, everything. He is going crazy. And Steph witnesses everything. And ultimately, this is kind of where Jerry breaks. He's just like, is this time already ending here? This
There's
isn't
already-
good.
He's already got some slight cracks to the foundation, but now we start getting some chinks. Like, we're getting chunks knocked out.
Yep.
Oh yeah, because he's mad.
Yeah, he is pissed. He's just going nuts because the article kind of tweaked him out. So we're back out with Steph, and I go, "What is that sweater choice? What time of year is this?" Like, she's wearing like a sweater with a polar bear and a penguin on it.
Well,
this-
the first shirt she has on was cows and sheep when she was in the.
She just loves her
therapy.
animal sweaters. See, this is a girl. Girls who wear these type of sweaters don't get expelled from school.
Right?
No,
What are
they
we
don't.
talking about?
Or like just start random brawls in the art room.
Well, they
What
So-
was said? I want to know what started that fight.
Yeah, you never know. No, you never find
No.
out. So Steph tells her friend that she thinks that Jerry is the killer from the article. So she tells her that she notified the newspaper to send her a picture of Henry Morrison. And so she's just waiting on that. We then are with Jim, and he is pissed. He freaking like attacks that reporter he was with earlier. He's like, "You never ran the picture." And the guy's like, "It wasn't me. It was my editor. My editor didn't want to run it." And I'm just saying to myself, why? What would have hurt if you ran the picture
Nothing.
of the guy? It's the actual killer. Why wouldn't you run his picture? It's not like you're accusing somebody and just posting their picture with no evidence that they're the person. No, this is the guy. This is the killer. So send it out.
The guy.
Put it in the newspaper. This movie would have ended a long time before that.
Yeah.
So
Who does this look like? Looks like that asshole at the car wash. No. Right, sorry. Really deep cut.
and the guy just goes, "Hey man, I think you should just forget about it and move on." And I just went, how can you forget or move on from the fact that your sister and your niece or nephew, whatever children they had, were slaughtered by this guy
Yeah, and
that you probably met a few times?
there's multiple times that gets brought up too. They're like, dude, just move on. Like, no.
You don't move on from that ever.
No, you don't.
Like, you kind of, you're able to like process it better, but like, especially in that situation where your family is like completely slaughtered, like, you're not just it's not like when your elderly grandparent dies. Like, yeah, it sucks, you grieve, and but like eventually you just gotta they're always gonna be there, but you gotta move on. This is completely different.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's always like, oh, move on, man. Like, what? So we're back with Steph. She's at her therapist, and he ultimately tells her to run away. And she's like, what? He's like, yeah. It's, that's a common thing for girls of your age to do when things aren't working out at home. Just run away.
You'll be fine.
Maybe it'll change your mother's tone. Maybe things will, maybe things will change. She's, she contemplates it, but then he comes up with the suggestion, hey, what if I talk to Jerry? What if I had a conversation with him? And she's just like, I mean, if you can, cool. Yeah, I'm fine with that. So we're back at home, and Jerry comes home from work or whatever, or he's already home. I can't remember. And he goes to the mail, and he finds the envelope from the newspaper. And what would be inside but a picture of him, looking like the last guy from the beginning of the movie. And he is freaking out. He is wondering what the hell is going on. And this is where the dominoes are just slowly falling, where it's like, Jerry I think it's time, man.
Yep.
It clearly didn't last very long, but I think it's about that time. And he literally goes down, has like an absolute meltdown with the picture. He's like yelling at the picture and throwing it around. He also he's kept a picture of his daughter from the last family.
Yeah,
And because she was perfect, she was the good one. You know, like,
she's the model.
yeah.
Not anymore.
But see, if you
Yeah.
start over, you got to kill them all, dude. You got to completely
Yep.
clean the slate.
Yep. And of course he gets he gets a weapon. I think he gets an axe. And as like they're showing him in the basement, you see like Steph's playing with the dog in her bedroom, and the mom is making a bomb ass cake. I'm like,
Yeah.
I want a slice of that. And the therapist calls looking for Jerry, and Jerry, he's like, tell him I'm not here. And the mom's like, what? He's like, tell him I'm not here. And just, yeah, if he calls back, tell him I'm still not here. She's like, oh, okay. Yeah, so he can't come to the phone right now. So, yeah, see you later. And I love that it keeps going. There's like 3 times it shows like the other side of the call where the therapist is just sitting at his desk like, but then he writes, but he's always doodling on his mat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jerry comes, the very next scene is Jerry coming out of a photo place, and you're wondering, what is he doing? And the brother visits the local cops to the wherever he was from the last time, so the Seattle area. And he meets with this one cop who pretty much tells him, like, there was no, like, his fingerprints didn't match to anything. Like, this guy is just an enigma. Like, no one knows who he is or how we can find him. There's no way to trace him. So the only way I think anything is going to be solved is if you find him yourself and you kill him. I'm like, wow. These cops are just like not giving a shit, but it's like, I mean, we can't do our job. So if you somehow do it, good on you.
Like, I get where the cop's coming from on this, because he's like, between you and me, I would do blah, 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 blah. But then I'm like, as a cop, this is terrible advice to give.
It's terrible advice.
It's terrible advice, because like, you don't want vigilantism, because you don't know, like, the guy could target the wrong dude. He could kill somebody that was innocent. You don't know what's going to happen.
Yep. It's it's just one of those things. Was like, did cops just never want to do their jobs? It's just like, maybe we'll arrest you, maybe we won't.
Yeah,
we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't want to work that hard. Oh, so Jerry visits Steph's school, and somehow he is able to talk his way into getting Steph back in, and she is like, Steph is actually like pissed about it.
Silver tongue.
Yeah, she's just like, he needs to stop butting into my life. And she, like, generally, she tells her therapist, like, I'm afraid of him. Like, he scares me. And then I think it all stems from that moment in the basement where she witnessed his freak out, which was supposed to be private.
Yeah, and then plus, like, as a therapist, she is still a minor. If she's like, hey, I feel like, this kid says genuinely, I feel like I'm in danger in the home, he should do something about it. He needs to report this.
What's it called?
The hippopotamus oath.
No. Where
it's patient confidentiality or something, right?
No, where he has he has to turn him in, or say something about it.
Yeah, I understand.
I forget what
I don't know what the name of that is. Yeah. But don't forget but instead of
oath.
It's not a
it's not, it's hypocrite. I know what it is.
It's Hippocratic oath.
I know it's not hippopotamus. It's some Simpsons.
What a hippopotamus for Christmas. Holy okay, I can't do that. It's not even close to Christmas.
Almost.
Sure. Halfway, I guess. So instead of doing the thing he should do by reporting things, I guess he just doesn't have enough to report anything other than just her word of mouth of like, he scares me. He had I saw him freak out. Like I don't know. But instead, he decides to set up a meeting with Jerry by going to an open house. And he
under an assumed name.
Under a fake name. Yep. And so yeah, we're with Steph and Paul. And yeah, they're like walking home from school, and you know, they're flirting or pretend boxing in the middle of the sidewalk. I'd just be like, what the fuck is happening right now? And then of course they do the cute thing where they like get all close, but they look like they're gonna kiss, and they don't. And you're like, ooh, and they're like, okay, I'll see you tomorrow, Paul. And then they go their separate ways. She gets home, and there's a piece of mail in there for her. She gets all excited. She goes up to her room. She opens up the envelope, but what's inside? not a
Not
picture
him.
of Jerry. Just some
Mhm.
dude, some bearded guy. It shows she's disappointed. So we're with Dr. Bondurant, and he shows up to this house. He does a terrible job at like trying to create this conversation with Jerry. He's just, and I'm going to use a common 2026 word. He rage baits Jerry.
Yes.
100%. He is just feeding him questions that are easily going to trigger Jerry in a way that something bad is going to happen. And because, you know, the fact that he knows that like Jerry likes family, where he's like, well, that family, you know, that's all BS. It's like, I don't agree with that family life.
Yeah,
He
he's
says
bachelor
he's single
all the way. Yeah.
Yep. But then he slips by saying he has a wife or had a wife. He's like, oh, no, I'm in the middle of a divorce, or I just got divorced.
Recently divorced.
And yeah, it's just Jerry can smell bullshit from a mile away and just picks up a frickin' 2x4 and just starts beating the living shit out of this guy.
Yep.
Just to the point where he kills him. Wraps
Domes
him
the
up.
guy.
Yeah, wraps him up in the perfectly placed paper that's lying on the floor of this room.
Yeah.
There was no way this was planned that he was going to kill this guy, but the fact that he was able to like walk him into the perfect room, like, hey, you just stand on that paper.
Yeah, he's like, well, they're renovating this room. Clearly, they're painting or something, so
Yeah.
they got the drop paper down. They're like, why is
Just
it paint?
reminds me of Lethal Weapon 2, where the bad guy has like plastic laying in his office, and then like so that if he gets a guy that he wants to kill onto the plastic, so one of his dudes can shoot him, and then they could just wrap the dude up in plastic. And then there's one scene where the bad guy's like right hand man is like standing on the plastic, and he's just like, "Can I move? I don't want to be standing here." He's like, "Oh, I'm not gonna kill you." It's pretty good.
Oh,
But yeah, he wraps him up, and you know, Steph, she's says that she, you know, this is where she admits to her friend. She's like, I think I was wrong about Jerry. I think Jerry's just, you know, he's just trying his best, and unfortunately, it's just not my thing. And as she's like changing her tune, we're back with Jerry as he's disposing the body, and he's like shoving him into the car. He freaking sets the car on fire, pushes it off a cliff, and blows up.
Yeah.
Because why not?
Why
And he
did
just walks home.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whistling.
No one sees him.
Nobody.
Nobody
one.
hears the explosion.
Yeah,
Like,
no one's
no.
like, oh shit, did you hear that over on freaking 4th Street? Like, somebody should go check that out. Instead, it's like, and then if I see Jerry just casually walking away from the scene, I'm probably gonna be a little suspicious. But no one's out
See,
at this time. of night.
nowadays we get it on Facebook. Oh, did you guys hear that explosion on blah blah blah?
Yep.
Yeah.
All the time.
All the time.
everybody's front door cams are capturing Jerry walking down the street.
Yep.
They all have
Right?
the same image. Yeah, it'd be kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's whistling the Camptown races, which is always that like great touch with Jerry.
Maybe that's all he knows.
So
Maybe.
the next morning, Steph is working on something. I can't remember what she's doing, but she's listening to music. Jerry comes into the garage, and of course, it's like one of those like intense moments where the garage door is like opening like 3 inches from his face, and he's just like looking at her with that menacing look. But he walks up to her and he tells her that unfortunately the doctor is dead. And
Yeah,
then
bitch
that's
had
where
it
she kind
coming.
of breaks down. Yeah, "Oh, he was my friend." And that's when I'd be like, "What kind of friend?" That's kind of
I mean,
suspicious
the
of
last
you.
scene you see them together.
They
She's
get
like
really
leaned back.
close.
She's
Yeah.
leaned back on the couch with her legs crossed, and he's
I'm
just
glad we
standing
didn't get
there.
anything of that. That's just so
No.
fucking no
Mm-mm.
thanks. We didn't need
I
that
don't
with
want
this.
that.
No.
Thank you.
Jerry can be the only bad guy of this one. We don't need the
Exactly.
fucking perverted therapist.
No, no.
But as he's hugging Steph to console her, he's got that devilish smile on his face.
Mhm.
We are then with Jim in the original house from the beginning of the movie. And I go, so the blood is still there?
Yep.
I literally
All
said
over
that.
the house? Like no one came in and cleaned the house up afterwards? Like I get it. It was a location of a slaughter. Okay? But I feel like I still would have paid to have that shit cleaned up. I don't need to
Oh,
be
yeah.
especially if I owned the house. That for one, I would immediately have sold it. I probably would have had it cleaned, and then I would immediately sold it. I do not want to own the house that my sister and her family were all slaughtered in. I don't need that.
Exactly.
It's not. Nah. But the fact is, like, I also don't need to see the blood of theirs all over the house that I'm just casually walking through. He finds a picture of Henry and the family. And again, every time they show a picture of him as Henry with that terrible fake beard.
Ratty ass
It
beard.
looks so terrible.
You could have done better, dude.
Oh. But the thing is you find out it probably was a fake beard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because of how often he has to. Well, no, he shaves it off. So it was actually real. When we see it in the beginning of the movie. Yeah. It did not look real. It looked like pubes on his face.
It was.
Yeah.
I guarantee it was pubes on his face. He's just like, girls, get these.
Yeah, I got a lot down there. I don't have a lot up here.
I made this sweater for you. Out of what? Eyelashes.
Why is it so itchy? I made the sweater out of pubes.
Gross.
Why is it so itchy? It's got crabs.
Ooh. That's nasty.
Hey, mine was better.
What, the crabs?
No, eyelashes.
SpongeBob. I didn't know what size to make the hole for the head, so I used a watermelon for size.
Oh, gotta get our SpongeBob reference in here.
Always.
Hey, it was me
Always.
this time.
Yeah, it was. Yay! But he also finds a magazine that's missing some pages, and he is very suspicious of what these pages could be. So then we get a scene where it's like, now the family is whole. Everybody is liking each other. We're all happy. They're setting up a really, really tall birdhouse.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, him and Steph are, coming closer together, and she helps him out. Oh, can I help you, Jerry? Of course you can, honey. Just, loving stuff. We cut back to the brother, and he is at the library, and he is looking for. Remember, there was a time, I don't know if libraries still do this, but there was a time where you go to the library and there wasn't just books. You could find old magazines.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And so he goes there to find this specific magazine, and he finds it. And when he finds the missing pages, it is like the best small towns or something in the state or something like that.
Yeah.
And that was how he was able to, that's how he kind of deducts like where
It's Oakland
Jerry could be.
or Oak Ridge.
I think it's Oak Ridge.
Not the one by us.
Yeah,
The other Oak
they-
Ridge.
They took our town. Close by.
Yeah, it doesn't say it in the plot breakdown, but it just says suburb of Seattle. So he really wasn't that far from where he originally killed. Even though he
He's
takes
walking.
even though
Oh,
he
well,
takes
he
a
took the
ferry.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're back with the family, and they're having a Thanksgiving dinner. And that turkey does look pretty fucking good, by the way.
Yeah, it
Not the
does.
biggest turkey fan, but like, I eat that skin. I eat that skin right off that turkey.
Red turkey's good.
Yeah. But also, Thanksgiving in the 80s clearly means that the women have to wear terrible dresses because they were ugly.
There's a lot that they're wearing in the 80s that looks bad.
Oh, this is like horrendous. I think my mom had a dress like this. Like, what the fuck is going on with the shoulders right now?
Well,
Like,
the shirt he's wearing when they're putting up we've got it playing, when they're putting up the birdhouse, it's a plaid shirt, but it's got like this spot over here that looks like
Leather.
2 different shirts, and it's over here too.
Huh.
It's like 2 different shirts put together. I'm like, okay.
it's like
and
he had
on
a
his-
tear and he needed to repair it.
And on the elbows too. I'm like,
Oh, yeah, well, the
this
elbow
is just
pads-
wrong. I know, I
Those
hated
elbow
them.
pads were so common back then.
Oh, I hated them.
Oh, so
Coming
funny.
from someone that lived in the 80s. Ah,
So we're with Stephanie, and she is out at I'm got like a diner. I don't know what if she was working or if she was just with friends or whatever. But she leaves and she runs into. Well, at first I thought she was gonna pick a fight with some people. Like she squeezes by these. Like there's a group of people sitting outside, and she kind of squeezes in between them, and like one person's like, "Hey, what the heck?" Like she like pushed him or something. I don't know, but nothing happens with it. But Paul Holt rolls up in his scooter, and she makes a Mad Max reference. She's like, "Oh, look, it's the Road Warrior.
Yep. Got his ass.
Got him." She's like, "Yeah, I'll ride with you, but I get to drive." So she she rides the scooter with him on the back, and you get the cute thing when it's like, it's everything's good now. You can let go. And he's like, maybe I don't want to. She's like, okay, I'm fine with that. And I'm like, oh, look at these cuties.
Mhm.
And
Just do
they
it
get,
already.
I know, right? They get to the door, and they finally do it. They finally kiss. But as soon
Smooch.
as it happens, Jerry busts out, and he's just like, hey, what are you doing? Get out of here. And Steph's like, what the hell? Like, all we did was kiss. And the mom, of course, is picking Jerry's side at the start. I will give her credit towards the end of this argument, but she sides with Jerry because Jerry is like, he was trying to rape her right in front of the house. And like, what?
I know, right?
Paul's
you
like,
did that
okay, well,
wrong."
I'm never coming around here again. This guy's
Yeah.
a fucking nut. And this is when like everything just implodes for Jerry. This is kind
Yep.
of the like, yep, this is it. This is the end.
That
Does
light
it to
just
himself.
flipped and he's gone.
Yep. Because Steph storms away. She pretty much is like, fuck you. You're not my dad. I'm out of here. And the mom then sides with her. She's like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, why did you have to make that such a big deal? And he's just like, this can't be happening around here. She needs to follow the rules. Well, this, that, and the other. And the mom's just like, okay, sure. I'm
Yeah,
going to go
'cause the
back
mom-
inside.
The mom states that she's known that kid longer than
Than
she's
Jerry.
known Jerry.
He's like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you know exactly what that means.
Hey, you little fucking bitch.
Very next scene is Jerry quitting his job at the real estate office.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you know if the shit's about to go down. The brother shows up in the town right as Jerry is like walking out. And he goes to the police station. Of course, he's not really getting anywhere with the cops there because they're super busy. And I'm like, bitch, you live in a small town. You're clearly not busy. I live in a
No.
technical city, and we're not even that busy. What are we talking about?
Yep.
We aren't either.
Jesus, I see more cops just sitting on the side of the road trying to catch speeders than anybody.
No shit.
They're not doing anything else.
Ours is the kind of town where one person gets pulled over and half the police force shows up because they ain't doing nothing else.
Always 3 police cars. Never less.
But Jim goes up because he needs to get some information, so he flirts with the secretary. I think her name was Barb, because of course it is. And
Always
Steph goes to see another therapist, or as she says, and then she walks through the door, and the therapist is like, Stephanie Main? And she's like, yeah, wrong office. And then she goes and hangs out in Bondurant's office. And that's when she sits down at his desk and she notices the pad that he's got on there, and she finds meeting with Jerry at 4:30, and I think it says an address.
There's all sorts of other creepy things on there with like her name and like hearts around it and stuff like this.
Yeah,
is weird. This is weird.
But she doesn't react to it because she's part of this whole thing, and it's just like, but you're just questioning, wait, what did I just see?
It's all indoctrination, man.
Well, you never see him with anybody else.
No.
Like, she's never waiting to see him. She's
Nope.
always in
Yeah,
his
just in.
She was his only patient.
weird.
Was he actually even a therapist?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you ever see anything hanging up saying whether he has certification or anything?
I didn't see nothing. He's probably as certified as the dentist in The Dentist. Have you ever
Yeah.
seen that movie?
No.
Heard about it.
That's what I would love to cover is the 2 dentist movies.
Oh, I
Okay.
hate the dentist.
We can do it. It'll be fun.
I just
We
want
can
like
do it.
let's just do like 80s slashers for an entire year.
Hell yeah.
Just
Like-
all of them.
Like
We'll still have plenty
B-rated,
left.
like B-rated 80s slashers, like ones that people don't. We're gonna be just like the lesser movie dumpster, where we talk about the underappreciated slashers.
Hey, sometimes those are fun.
They're so much fun. So Jerry creates a new persona on the ferry. He goes on there. You find out that he's been wearing a hairpiece the whole time, because you find out what he actually looks like. He looks like the sheriff from Silver Bullet.
Yeah.
And now Terry O'Quinn is bald, so
Yeah.
it was starting early. This is such a wild thing to me. Okay, I'm going to be 35 this year. That's how old Terry O'Quinn was in this movie. He was 34 when they were filming this.
People just age different back then. Dude.
It's crazy to think about. Like, I am Terry O'Quinn's age in The Stepfather.
You are the stepfather.
No, I am a father. I am not a stepfather.
So you're just Brett Parker is the father. And it's just a normal movie about like a dad raising his. There's nothing scary, and the trailer makes it.
No, there's like I don't know how to write this into a slasher.
Well, I can tell you, when my dad got married, he had a lot of hair. And slowly over time, you can see in the pictures where he just starts losing it. Now, I do not ever remember him having hair as a kid. It's always like this bald spot right here. So,
which I just, the fact that the older generation just love rocking that do. They just love the fact they're just like, I still have hair. They can still tell people I still have hair. It's like, yeah, but not in the spot you want it.
Yeah.
no.
You
It's
want it
everywhere
in the
but.
middle. Like, I don't.
All your
need
hair's
the-
gone off of here, but then you've got like forest, like a rain.
Oh my God, dude.
So thin.
I give him a hard
The
time
Italians.
Mhm.
because he has solid salt and pepper hair now. But he grows his beard out really long. I said, I'm going to have to start calling you Santa Claus because he grows his beard out and then his hair back here is all like curly. I said, what, you going to shave that and put it on top of your head?
Good. Give enough time.
He
God,
gets a
that's so
kick
good.
out of it, so.
But yeah, we get the whole thing where he like takes the contacts out, he puts the glasses back on, he looks somewhat older, and he puts on like he puts on one of those like what the hell are those hats called?
Oh gosh, we've discussed hats like this because that isn't that the one that Ridley tried on.
That's not like
It
the
wasn't-
Peaky Blinder hat, is it?
It's the one that it snaps in the front.
Yeah, that's what that's got
I
multiple
can't
names. They call it the
Rid-
Peaky or something like
I
that.
can't
Yeah,
remember what it's
we're trying to get
called.
Ridley. I was trying to get Ridley to wear fedoras the other day.
I used to wear
We found
fedoras.
Those are fedoras.
And I
are
got to the
cool
point
looking.
where I was told that I don't look good in a fedora anymore. And I went, okay, I guess I won't wear fedoras. I'll just wear my baseball caps then.
You know what? Fuck those people. They're wrong, Parker.
Yeah.
You wear what you want to wear. Screw
Yeah.
everybody else.
Yeah. Now I just got to find a good one.
Well,
Hey, I follow a guy on Facebook that makes hats every day. He makes some good looking hats. I want one, but they're expensive.
I mean, I could have bought a cowboy hat when I was down where you guys are.
Hell
true.
yeah.
There's plenty of those.
I mean,
Nice
my kids
looking
got
too.
cowboy boots that they don't wear. Isn't that cool? It's my favorite thing in the world.
You should go put them
Um,
on, dude. Tell them like they're shit kickers. Go go wear them.
Literally, that's
Bitch,
what we
I
call
spent
them.
a lot of money on these fucking things. Put them on once in a while.
I know, right?
too hot. It's the summertime.
Who gives?
Why did you buy them in April?
I wear them all. I mean, tell them, hey, Cowboys wear them all the time. They didn't
True.
complain.
Very true.
Yep.
So Steph goes to the house that the doctor was killed in, and she's kind of exploring. I don't think she finds anything. She does run into another realtor who's showing the house at the same time.
Yeah, she just finds. She notices the paper being ripped.
Yeah. Yep.
Like we all like not like the rest of it's like cut. It looks like cut sheets, and this is just ripped. But I don't think there. Yeah, I don't think there's anything. That's when the guy walks in on him.
You know, oh, so sorry. I thought this was empty. So then we see Jerry getting a new job to set up his new life. He goes to like an insurance agency and, gets a little interview. He walks in. He's like, have you ever sold insurance before? Yeah. You name me an insurance that I couldn't sell and I'll do my best to sell it. And then he goes to his new place that he's renting and he finds a single mom lives next door. What are the odds?
Didn't have far to go this time. Like
No.
perfect.
Nope. But yeah, so he's back at his current life, and the mom's just like, Jerry, like we got to figure things out. We got to work on things. He's like, don't you worry, I'm gonna be taking care of the family. And she's like, what, by yourself? He's like, yep, and just walks out.
So weird.
Then he like walks out to a neighborhood that looks exactly like the neighborhood he lived in before.
Yep.
I was like, is this the same street? Like, did he just go down the street? and
It
start
might
his new
be.
life?
It's the same job he used to have under a different name.
Aren't you Henry Morrison? Nope. Jerry Blake. Jerry Blake. Don't know what you're talking
Yep.
about.
Jerry Brockheimer. I mean Jerry Blake. Wait, what?
What?
Who am I again right now?
Who am I here?
Yeah.
But he goes outside and he sees this ideal family, you know, a dad coming home from work, and the daughter's like, "Daddy's home!" Runs out, gives him a hug. The wife's like,
Wasn't that the family he sold the house to?
it's probably one of them.
Yeah, because I think that's the one he was. I think that was the girl he was pushing on the swing earlier in the movie.
Right. Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Okay. I completely forgot because she turns and she waves to him.
Yeah.
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 I was wondering why she waved to him.
He's like, that's what I want. Like that perfect dad runs, dad gets home, child runs out. Daddy.
I've had that happen a few times, but it's only if my kid's outside.
Yep.
When I show up home, like if they're inside, yeah, usually it doesn't happen. No. I should have been watching this and pointing this out to my wife. Like, why don't you do that? Why don't you run out and give me a hug when I get out of my car? How dare you? Do you really
off
even
the
love
couch
me?
when you get home?
No, she doesn't. She makes
My
me
wife
do
not.
it. She's like, get over
There's
there.
times I get home, my wife's taking a nap, so it's fine.
She's like, get the fuck over here and give me a hug and kiss. It's always my fault. Bitch, get in there and talk about me. Go in there and start dishes and dinner. She's cracking that whip on me.
One that cooks dinner most of the time.
She gets home before me.
Don't even.
It's whoever gets home first.
Yeah.
She always gets home before me.
Don't
boy.
even.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Ooh, he had a butt chin.
Does he? Like, does
Butt
he need to
chin.
wipe it?
He's saving it for later. Leave him alone.
Is that pudding or? Yeah. Oh, never mind.
What is that?
And like he's just like, oh, hang
Wonder
on, let me
what
spread
that
my
is.
spreads.
Gotta get into the crevices there. I might need to shave those.
I need a wet nap to really get that.
Gotta get
Like
my
a
dude wipe.
Yeah, he's got like a chin bidet. Like,
That's called a sink.
no.
Okay.
So bidets are just ass sinks. That's awesome. I love that.
No, it's an ass shower. What are you talking about?
Okay, that's true. That's true. You got it.
It's just the nozzle from a shower just flipped upside down to shoot you,
think
in the asshole.
You think he just eats and like extra excrement just comes out like,
Oh, it just leaks into the crack there. Disgusting. Disgusting.
Ew.
All right. Well,
that dude
so the
does have
brother.
a hell of a butt chin though. We carry on.
Wait, which character is this?
It's the guy at the new job. It's when he walks. He's like, "Oh, you're the guy that called me about the new job." Yeah,
He's
it's that guy.
Okay.
He got a butt chin.
Yeah. So the brother shows up to Jerry's, but he's not home. The mom answers, and she's like, "Do you want me to like leave him a message or something?" He's like, "No, I would rather surprise him when he's actually here." She's like, "Okay, see you later."
Just leaves and like bolts the door.
I would.
So this
Don't even answer.
no, like
I don't know who you
can
are.
I help? This is, I mean, I put on my asshole face when a fucking person comes up, a solicitor comes up and tries to sell me on shit. I mean, this is a different situation. She's just looking for somebody. But yeah, I'm usually like, what? I'm not interested. What? There was only one time recently where I did that to some kid. He was clearly like a college kid who was just trying to make some extra money by selling books. And it was like 7:45 at night, and I was like trying to get my kids to bed. And I'm just like, dude, I'm not interested. I felt like such a dick afterwards because he went across the street, and my neighbors who my kids, hang out with, and we're friendly with them. They like the kid was there for like an hour. Like they bought books off him. I was like, I felt kind of bad because clearly he was just a kid trying to he's just trying to make extra money, and I probably would have bought a book off him. I was just not in the fucking. I was like, this is the worst time for you to show up at my house.
Yeah. Now's not the time, dude.
See, we live far enough outside of town that we don't get those very often. But the
That's
ones
good.
we get are the people that like to sell raw meat.
Yeah, it's like the Omaha steaks kind of
It's
stuff. Like,
yeah,
What
but
the
they're
fuck?
not.
I didn't even know
Omaha
those guys still existed.
It has not been.
a while. It's been a hot
It's
minute.
been about 5
That's
years
weird.
now.
That's always been weird
And
to
it's one of those. It's like, don't be knocking on my door. I don't.
me. Yeah.
I've
And
got
the Jehovah's
that's
Witness.
weird.
Yeah, I got a
People
Jehovah's
walking-
Witness one time, and I'm like, dude, listen, we'll just
It's
cut
like,
this short.
no,
It ain't gonna work. Like, not to be a dick, but I'm just gonna save your time and mine.
And I
Fucking
don't even
Jehovah's
open the
Witness.
door all the way. I just like peek my head out. Like maybe I can make them feel awkward.
Just walk
So
out
I-
and like cover yourself in blood. What's up, dude?
Yeah. So I have
Have
a
a
screen
knife?
door. I have like
Yeah.
my main door and then my screen door, and it has a sliding glass, like where I
Yeah.
can slide it down.
Yeah.
It turns into a screen. So that's what I do. I don't open my door for anybody.
Yeah,
that
see, they
there's-
can't get us now because we have a screened-in porch
Yeah.
unless they open the door, and
Yeah.
I'll hear that thing shut.
God
Like,
dang it.
bye.
There was one day though where like, when I'm home, or like, when we're, when a good amount of us are home, like I don't leave any of the doors locked. Like we're home.
Right.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna. I don't need
Right.
to lock. I only lock the door at night before we go to bed, or if we're leaving for the to go somewhere. And I'm sitting on the couch watching whatever, and this woman brings like a Walmart delivery from like Walmart Plus or whatever, and she needed to let me know she was making this delivery, so she places it down, and then I'm like not paying attention. I see her pull up and I see her walk up, but I'm like not expecting anything. Then I hear my door open. Like not all the way, but like slightly open. She's like, "I'm just letting you know your package is here," and I was just like, "Oh, what
Hell
the
no.
Yeah,
fuck!"
you
Like,
don't open somebody's
thank
door.
you. Like, come on.
No.
Like, your job is not to interact with the people you're delivering to. You're just supposed to
Mm-mm.
drop off the thing, take a picture, get the fuck out of here. Like,
Right?
I appreciate you doing your job, but don't be opening my door.
Mm-mm.
I know the package is there. I saw you.
Yeah, and if you want to go above and beyond, at least knock, wait till the person comes to your
Yeah.
door, then let them answer. Yeah, don't do that.
Exactly.
Even Amazon anymore doesn't open our screen.
No, they set them outside of our screen,
Set
door,
it right outside the screen door. They won't even
Yeah.
open that.
which I'm fine with.
But I'm totally fine.
Yeah, it all depends. Like, I mean, we don't get. I mean, we never get anybody knocking on our door. I mean, the solicitors are the worst, especially the solar people. Ugh, the fucking solar panel people are the worst around here. You'll get like 4 different companies coming up and down our streets, like asking about solar, and then getting mad when you say you're not interested. Why aren't you interested? Bitch, because I'm not.
Right?
Don't give a fuck right now. If I want solar, I'll come to you.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'll just harness the power of the sun my own way.
Yeah, I'll soak it up myself, bitch.
I'll lay on the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally had a guy give me attitude because of that. We had dealt with a solar company and they ghosted us when we were actually going to get them. Like we couldn't get in contact with the company. We had everything set up. They found out a place to put them, this, that, and the other. Then they just stopped contacting us. So I was a little salty. And so I'm sitting outside, just kind of hanging out, enjoying the summer. And I know it's a solar guy comes walking up. He's just like, "Hey, can I talk to you about, solar?" And I was just like, "No, I'm not interested." And just fucking keep moving, dude. Instead, he goes, "Why?" And so I told him why. And he was like, "Well, that seems like a pretty ridiculous reason not to get it." And I was just like,
No.
"You can just go now. That would be cool. We don't need to continue this conversation anymore, dick. You're not getting anything out of me, so bye."
Bye. See you later, dude.
Grab your front door shotgun. You can leave.
Yeah. Ridiculous. But so Jerry, this is when it shows Jerry coming out of his new apartment, and he runs into the single mom who's raking out front of the house, and he finds out she's got young kids that don't really do anything to help her out, and he's kind of like, "Ooh, this is the perfect family to manipulate." Mm-hmm. So mom calls the real estate office to ask about Jerry, and the secretary's like, "Yeah, Jerry quit like a few days ago. He hasn't he doesn't work here anymore." And she's like, "I don't think that's right." But then she gets reassured that he doesn't work there, and that's when it kind of mom's starting to figure shit out too. She's like, "All right, maybe my daughter was right about this guy."
Mm-hmm.
So this is when Jerry fully breaks. He comes home, mom asks him about his job, and she tells him like, "I called your job and they said that you haven't been there, that you quit." And he tries to save himself by like, "Oh, she's new. I keep telling, somebody's got to do something about her. I'm not usually about getting people fired, but there's something needs to happen with her." And what is he? Oh, he says his new name.
Hodgkins.
Yeah. And she's like, "Hodgkins?" He's like, "Wait, who am I here?" And it's such a great moment.
It's really good.
And that's when he's like, "Well, okay, guess it's time to kill you." He turns around and just fucking smokes her.
No, she's like, because he's like, "Who am I supposed to be here?" And she's like, "Jerry?" And he's like, Jerry Blake. Thanks, honey.
Yeah.
And then just
Yeah.
fucking cracks her with the phone.
Yeah. And
Dude, it's really good.
such a great shot though of him hanging it up and it's just covered in blood.
Just like, yeah, and his like his physical acting, like he's really
Yeah.
confused, like,
Yep.
what's going on? And then she tells him, he's like, that's right. And he's like, it's
Yeah.
like normal for him, and it just fucking whoops
Yeah.
her ass.
Well, that's the thing is you don't know how many times he's done this already. You know, we're
Right.
not sure if the Morrison, you know, that whole family was his first time. I mean, we never find out
No.
unless the sequels kind of break it down later on. Where it's like, oh, he did it to 4 different families. Like, we don't know at this moment. So and then he ends up like pushing her into the basement,
Yeah. Like, you'll
and
be
then the
fine.
dog starts barking, and I went, "You fucking better not."
I said, if you kill this dog, I said I'm gonna rate this as trash movie.
That trash rating is right on the tip of my tongue, you bastard, if you hurt this dog.
Yeah.
But he doesn't. He kind of like, he's got the bloody knife in his hand as he's like petting the dog. And whew, thank God. But he hears Stephanie come through the front door, and then he's sitting there and he's just like, you've been a very bad girl. And as this is everything is developing in the house, the brother is trying to get to the house because he finds out where Jerry is.
He's flying, dude.
He
Dude.
launches over those railroad tracks. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cars were just built different back then. They could withstand
yeah.
this.
I mean, that was the car from the
Hey.
60s. It could handle all kinds of
Fun
stuff.
fact: this was not a full frame car. I mean, not saying this nothing. You know, you're right. They are definitely built different. Fun fact about the Barracudas, 64 to 66, is at the time their rear glass was the largest single piece of production glass ever put in a vehicle. At the time, it is very
It
large.
It is large.
Carry on though.
But all I could think about was as he's like, he gets stopped at a crosswalk. There's
Yeah.
just a nun with a bunch of like schoolgirls. And it's like, fucking move, nun. I'm going to send you flying.
Angela pointed something out though, with when Stephanie got home, it's right on time for kids to get out of school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
they
like it
kept the
actually
timing of-
worked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we get the most what the fuck nude scene I have seen in a movie in a long time.
Mhm.
It's, you know, just based on like how old this girl is supposed to be in the movie.
Yes.
And just kind of how this girl is portrayed in this movie throughout like everything that happens before this. There's just nothing that makes me go, man, I can't wait to see this girl naked. Like it's just not what I was expecting. But
I thought go ahead.
so the actress Jill Schoen, she felt very uncomfortable doing this scene, which is understandable. It's got to be uncomfortable to do a nude scene, period. It's the only movie she's ever been nude in. The director justified it by saying this isn't about sex. This isn't a sexy nude scene. This is a he didn't say a psycho, but if in my eyes, it's a very psycho-like nude scene where she's naked, she's vulnerable, you know, as he is coming up the stairs to attack her, to ultimately kill her. But the problem I have with this is the way that they shoot it, where it kind of makes it sexy. Like to a degree, like they try, like the way that it's like you didn't need to show her nude. You didn't need to do the pan over the top of the shower curtain to show everything. Like you see everything on this girl, and it's just like, don't get me wrong, Jill Schoen, of course, she was of age. She was 22, 23 when this movie was made. Like very attractive woman. But like it just doesn't feel right in this scene at all. It just feels so out of place. And it's like one of my biggest complaints about the movie, which is weird as a guy seeing a naked woman. Like that's my biggest complaint is this nude scene. But it's not even it's just for the sheer fact it just doesn't make sense to this scene, even if the director is kind of justifying it to a degree. It's like, okay, maybe the setup is fine. It's the execution I wasn't a huge fan of.
And another thing is like Angela looked us up before we watched it. She's like, "Hey, there's nudity in the movie. Did not expect it to be her because we see Jerry's dong at the beginning of the movie.
That's right. I completely
yeah.
Oh man, I had that in my notes too.
You see it in the mirror, which is fine. He is of age, but knowing that she is 16, and when she takes her robe off, like, "Hey, we can't see you. You're 16," and it makes me feel super uncomfortable. If they'd have just left it at that, it wouldn't have been so bad. But then you see her boobs and you're like,
I
what?
thought it was gonna be like one of those shots, where like it's from the back and she takes the robe off and you just see like her upper back and then it cuts.
Even if they just showed her butt, it's not.
Right. Just leave it at
It's
that.
whatever. But like the fact that we got like the like we just needed the silhouette in the shower.
That would be fine.
We didn't need it, but we did not need this is the Freddy versus Jason shot where they go
Yeah.
over the shower curtain and do like an overhead shot, but then they go like down more and they're just like shooting it from a certain angle. So you're
Yeah.
like, what? I mean, it's a split second thing, but it's still like, all right. But yeah, I did have in my notes that there was man ass and dong in the mirror.
Yeah,
I
just
said I didn't
forgot
want
to
to see his
mention it.
ween. Just saying.
You see it. in the
You
mirror.
do.
You see mirror dong.
Yep.
But I mean, at least she didn't have to fight him in the nude. That would have made it even worse.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 She
But
took
she,
a quick shower though.
Yeah,
Just saying.
it's sometimes, sometimes you just take one of those like rinsing showers. You're not taking a full on suds shower. You're just like, you get home from school, you just want to like just rinse yourself off, get into some comfier clothes and kind of move on with your day.
Yes.
So I love that Jim is set up through that like most of this movie to be taken out as soon as he runs into
It's
Jerry.
such shit, dude.
He comes
Like,
through the
I was
door. No, I just love that he comes through the door. Jerry, he comes like out of the shadows behind the door, and Jerry's just like, Jim? He's just like, oh shit. And just fucking guts him. Yeah, and just guts him right there. And you're like, wow.
That was anticlimactic.
That's it?
I was hoping like he was gonna like everything was gonna happen, and then he was just gonna show up and like save the day, and like he would get his vengeance for his family getting killed, and that would have been cool. But they're like, nah, just fucking kill him. I was like, all right, I guess.
No, he's a side piece.
I know you have all this build up around him, just like dead.
Yeah, he's just dead. And it's not one of those moments where it's like you think he's dead and then he comes back and like helps kill him. No, he's dead. He's just dead.
Dead.
Yep.
Nothing happens with this guy. So we then get the showdown between Stepdaddy and Steph. And yeah, she climbs up the weirdest like way to get to your attic. It's like in the closet. You like climb the shelves into the crawl space that gets to the attic.
But our house was from the 80s, so
1980.
That's so
we,
interesting.
Yeah.
Mine is a pull down, one of those like chain, like pull down ones. It's like right
wish ours
above
was.
my cellar stairs.
I wish it was like that.
My attic is gross, so I rarely go up there.
I haven't even seen our attic.
I seen it when they were fixing our roof. That's about the most I've seen of it.
But yeah, they have a fight. She's like throwing toboggans at him. He dodges it perfectly.
Yeah.
She throws that toboggan, and he just like barely ducks his head, and that thing is like, whoo!
It's like a quick time event, and you hit it right at the perfect time. It's like perfect.
Yeah.
Just flashes on the bottom.
If he misses it, just like it impales him in the face.
Yep.
But then Jerry gets up there and they fight, and she's screaming like, "No, no, no!" And then he just falls through the floor, like through the insulation.
Yep. I said
crashes
I've
through.
worried about that happening so many times that I've been in attics. Like, dude, I'm gonna walk, I'm gonna miss a beam, step on the drywall, and fucking break my shit.
Did I ever tell you about the house that Dad was working on that I had to go up in the attic to help him with the
HVAC?
Yeah. There was nothing.
Yeah.
If you missed that, you were in the basement. It was a 2-story house, and you could see all the way to the basement.
So this
And I was like 10.
Yeah. So the cabins with vaulted ceilings?
Mm-mm.
So check this out.
Yeah.
We were doing a remediation job, and it was one of the it was a cabin, it was a 2-story cabin, had the big vaulted ceilings, but the second floor was the loft.
Yep.
So, and they had the big pillars that went across. So we were on the second floor. He had to take a ladder. I told him, I was like, I'm not doing this. Like, I refuse to do what is being like asked. And he's fine with it. He's like, all right, I'm going to do it. Put a safety harness on. What he does is we get on the second floor. This is the loft area. Gets on a ladder to get on a support beam that goes all the way across, ties a safety thing, and shimmies himself from above the second floor all the way to above the first floor with no floor. It's like 15 foot, 20 foot, no, probably 20 foot drop straight down. So we could clean some. I'm like, I'm not doing it. I don't care if it's a safety harness. I ain't fucking doing it.
Yeah, I didn't have a safety harness.
No, I wouldn't do it. Not in a million years.
Yeah, no
Anyway.
thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a big no for me too.
I cried and I was like, Dad, I can't do this.
You can, Pumpkin. Now bring me the electrical
No.
condom.
Yeah. We got to get this thing hooked up like before the end of the day. I don't
Yes.
get paid in full.
Yeah.
But I forgot to mention though, like the first bout of this fight is she's in the bathroom because she like does a fucking quick like juke move on him to like get by him to get into because she like uses her towel to like
Yeah. Oh yeah.
fucking like wah just juke around him, run into the bathroom. But does the bathroom window not open?
Apparently
Because
not.
she's just like help me in this like little crack of the like window that's like behind the shower, which is a great idea, by the way. I think all bathrooms should have a window in your shower so that like everything just vents out that window.
Yeah, just have it high enough above like head, like face level.
Yeah, you don't want it like right at like titty level. So like
Mm.
Please
the
don't.
neighbors are just like,
Yay.
well, it looks like Dan's taking a shower today. His dong's out. It's at dong level.
Hang on. I really got to turn the magnification off. Why? He's just next door. Like I just can't.
Why are you
see
using
it.
a microscope? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, he got baby dick too.
Why do you have pliers? Or not pliers.
There's a
Fucking
movie on
tweezers.
here. Yes, exactly. There's a movie on here from 1992 called Mikey. I think we need to review it, and I think I know
And
who
have
we need to
Mikey
be
on?
honest. Yeah. I think it's like a killer kid movie. It's one of the like killer little kid movies or whatever. Yeah, 100%. But he likes it.
But yeah, once he breaks into the bathroom, she stabs him with a broken mirror. That's
Smart on
the
her
back-
to wrap it in a towel.
Yeah,
She wraps
before
it-
she grabs
That
it.
hurts
Yeah,
out.
it's good. But she stabs him. I was waiting though when she climbs up the closet to get into the attic. I thought he was going to take the knife, fucking slice her Achilles or something.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I was waiting for that. I was like, and then it doesn't happen. I was like, ooh, that was missed
I don't want to
opportunity.
see
By
that
the
up
way,
close again.
no, I don't want to see it either. But I also like it
Mm.
just seemed like the logical thing to do for Jerry, especially since he
Yeah.
had a knife in his hand.
I mean,
And he doesn't
fought
want her
over
to
which
run.
knife. Yeah, he fought over which knife he was going to carry.
Yeah,
Like, just carry a freaking knife.
He had a good cut knife.
but she gets out of the attic once he crashes to the floor. He's like passed out in the bathroom again. And she goes to the top of the stairs, and who's crawling up it? But Mom, she crawled all the way up from the basement after getting tossed down there,
Yeah.
and has a freaking major concussion from a phone at the side of the head.
Yeah.
But she's just like, I think Jerry's a bad guy. Like, no shit.
No shit, Sherlock.
I fell on my keys.
Tried to tell you.
Can you turn the roast? I think it's burning. Man, you're a little too obsessed here.
Oh my God, relax. That
Not
cake
time
is
for
okay.
food.
Yeah.
But of course, Jerry wakes up, grabs Steph, throws her to the side, and is about to. I think he's about to kill her. And like, does he? I'm trying to think. Does the mom shoot him like
Yes.
as after he throws Steph?
Yeah.
She shoots him in the back because she gets the gun from Jim's
Yeah.
body. Yeah.
Yeah, she
She
loses corn.
she shoots him. He falls backwards down the steps, and then he like tries to crawl back up, and like him and Stephanie like are gonna grab the knife at the same time, and she shoots him again in the leg. Steph ends up stabbing him right in the freaking like right in the heart, like right there,
Yep.
and just sends him falling down the stairs. I was like, there was at one point I was like, this man's the fucking Terminator. Like he is just getting
Yep.
shot
Oh,
up
yeah.
and all this. Like he already has a piece of glass just hanging out of his body, fell through
Yeah.
freaking the ceiling. He's just this man is still getting up, but he's done. He's down for the count. And it cuts to the next scene where they're. Go ahead.
When she stabs him and he says, I love you, I wanted her to yell, you're not my dad.
You're not my real father.
You're not my dad. And
No. I wanted her to yell at
And
him
then Sparta
so-
kicks his ass down the stairs.
I was kind of hoping that she would like push him or something.
That would have been
Like,
great.
Perfect.
But
ending.
that would have been
But-
great. But yeah, you think he's dead. I mean, in this movie, he's dead. We don't
He's
know
dead.
Yeah.
Unless he doesn't have a heart or it's on the other side.
Well, we got to see how it all comes together in the Stepfather 2. But the very last scene is Steph cutting down the birdhouse, and they, leave and go back into the house, and everything seems a-okay. And that's it. That's the end.
And then they
like that is
put
the
it up for
end,
sale
everybody. Yeah.
and leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's dead. I mean, I guess.
I mean, the
But
movie
it's
could
still.
Go ahead.
It's still one of those like traumatic experiences. You're like, I don't really
Yeah.
want to be in this house anymore.
Mm-mm.
No, I'd sell the house. I'm like,
Yeah.
we don't need to do something.
Immediately put it up for sale.
Oh
well,
man, it's
clean it
unfortunate
first.
that Jerry Blake's not a real estate agent anymore.
Yeah, I know, right?
Darn
You
it.
can sell all kind of houses.
Yeah. But yeah, that is it. That is the end of The Stepfather from 1987.
Do you like horror movies?
Do you like hanging out with your buddy?
Do you like cracking jokes and having a good time?
Do you just like fun?
Well, consider checking out Spoils of Horror. We are an hour-long podcast that comes out every single week.
We're not doing reviews. We're just going to hang out, talk about the movies we love with each other, and hopefully the ones you love too.
Covering everything from the popular, the lost, the forgotten, and the bizarre.
If you're looking for a good podcast and a good time, you're going to want to check us out.
We're on all major podcasting platforms, and you can find us on Instagram and Twitter.
Check it out. We'll see you there.
All right, it's time to go around the room and share our final thoughts and our rating of the movie. So we're going to start with Dan.
Ooh.
Yes. So the thing I hate about this is I try to not I love going into movies I know nothing about. So like obviously I knew a little bit because of listening to Movie Dumpster, and it's been a while. But it's one of those things like you don't remember anything else, but for some odd reason you remember this obscure bullshit. So I remember a little bit about what happened, but most of the movie I didn't remember. But no, it was good. I enjoyed it a lot. I mean, Terry, what's his name? Last name?
Terry O'Quinn.
Yeah, he's great. He's fantastic. I like most of the main cast. The girl that plays Stephanie's okay. Like she does a pretty decent job. But then there's just like her. Like I think it's not her acting; it's the writing for the character is kind of weird at times, like we discussed. But when you do get the violence, it feels more like more like realistic violence instead of being like over the top horror violence. Like when he beats a dude with a 2x4, he doesn't just like bash him on the head once and the dude's like dead. He like bludgeons the fuck out of the guy. Like probably a little more blood than it would really be in real life in some of these, but I think they try to make the violence more grounded. Even with Jerry getting shot a couple times because he only gets shot the back and then the leg. So like
he gets shot a couple times and he gets stabbed a few times.
Yeah. So the stab, like in the stab, he gets stabbed in the arm first, but then like the stab in the chest kind of does it, which makes sense. You could still exist with those 3 wounds. I mean, they're serious wounds, but yeah, I liked it. I liked the pacing. I like the flipping the script where we knew he was evil the whole time and how he was dealing with it. Like just how he showed his psychosis, like even he couldn't keep up with it all the time. Like It wasn't like I'm the perfect killer and I know everything. It's like he can't even keep up with his own problems, which was a flawed person, which is great to see. But it's great. It was. I'm not going to keep prattling on about stuff we were talking about. It was really good, and yeah, quality stuff.
All right. We're gonna go over to our Discord and share our what people thought of it over there. Derek from Bad Movies Worst People says, it's been ages since I've seen this, but if memory serves, I'd say seal of approval. He said if he didn't have to record 4 or 5 episodes this week, he would have rewatched it.
Oh, wait. Oh, shoot. I didn't get my rating.
Oh, shit. Yeah. What is your rating, Dan?
It's a seal of approval. Has to be. Like it could not be.
All right. Angela.
Yes.
What are your thoughts? Final thoughts on this
I
movie?
am mad that I didn't look this up and watch it the first time I found out about it. I do like this movie a lot. I agree with Dan for the most part. I do like that the girl that played Steph did her stunts.
Mhm.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, she did
Yeah,
her
that's
own.
really cool.
She did her own stunts. But I just read that the mom was 16 years older than her, but Terry O'Quinn was only 11 years older than
Yeah.
her. I was like,
Yeah.
what? He looks
Yeah,
so
he
much
was-
older.
Yeah, he was 35.
I know,
and
he
she
looks
was
so
24.
much older
Yep.
than her. I guess, but I love this movie. Seal of approval. Like, 2 thumbs up. I could point out anything that I find wrong with this, but I'm not going to.
I think I guess to go back to my real quick, my biggest disappointment was Jim. I wish Jim was not killed off so unceremoniously.
Yeah. Because he just kind of walked in the door and got
I don't know. He's
Jim?
Yeah.
And it was like
yeah.
an experience with a weapon. He's like, and I get it because he was trying to hide it to keep from an alarm. He kind of got caught in a shitty situation. But anyway, we're not going to get into all
He
that.
just walked in the door and got murdered.
But it also is one of those things where it's like maybe it was a clever decision to like bring you on this ride with this character to then just have him die immediately as soon
Yeah.
as he finds the person he's looking for.
I
Like, is he smarter than Jerry? Clearly
Fair.
not.
I wish Jim just died. It's like as he was dying, he was yelling, "He's killing me! He's killing me! Shut up down there! I'm taking a shower."
Like, we know. Shut up.
Sorry, carry
And
on.
this movie was shot in 40 days.
Yes. So crazy.
Like, that's crazy. For
Yeah.
everything that happened. Yeah. I would definitely watch it again because I did miss some of the little stuff that I want to go back and watch again. But yeah, go watch it.
Definitely. Lo Wang says Terry O'Quinn is goddamn terrifying in this role. I'm going to give
Yes.
it the seal just for him.
Yes, I love him from Lost. That's where I think I saw him first.
But like you said,
So-
he does both parts so convincingly. Like when you see him when he's doing the face as Jerry, like he's good. He's a happy, joyous man.
Yep.
He seems like if you didn't know about him being a killer, you'd be like, I'd like to hang out with that guy.
Yeah.
Like he'd be a cool guy to hang out with.
What did they say that you were? You could sell a ketchup popsicle to a lady
With white gloves.
in white gloves.
It's just from-
That is exactly what he could do.
Yeah, he's that kind of. He's a people person. He just knows what to say to people.
He has that customer service voice.
Yeah, and I said about him being silver tongued. He just knows what to say to get in. For most people, obviously, it didn't work on Stephanie.
No.
but-
Well, she
No.
kind of saw the side that he
She knew-
didn't want to see.
Yeah, yeah.
people to see.
Teenagers have that intuition. They do.
Mm-hmm.
Like they feel the discomfort quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, where like I mean, especially like in movies, you always had like the naive mother, who just is trying, like she's so just swept up in this new love that
Yes,
Yep.
because
something
it's
that has been
love.
missing from her life, and this, that, and the
Yeah.
other. And it even happens with like the men too. Like they get swept
Mm.
up in a new relationship, and it's like,
Mhm.
why can't you just be supportive?
Yeah,
But she got to see him in the basement when he did his first,
Freak out. Yeah.
yes, his crash out, as they say.
Yeah.
now.
Oh yeah.
And she saw that, but she couldn't convince her mom because the mom saw
She saw the good
The-
side of Jerry.
the good
Yeah.
side. Yeah.
Yep. I think this movie rules. It's definitely, I mean, the fact that the director didn't want to direct this at first because he just thought it was going to be a typical slasher, and to be honest, it's not a typical slasher. It plays into certain slasher cliches, but I think it does enough
Mhm.
to differentiate itself from others. And Terry O'Quinn's performance is top notch. He is so good at blending the two sides of himself together
Mhm.
and being so good at being psychotic, but also being so good at just being charming and just
Yes.
trying to be like the supportive stepfather who's just, trying to incorporate himself into the family. And he's just so good. He really just outshines everyone else in this movie. There is not. I don't think there's any other performance in this movie that even comes close to his. He is too good for this movie, as some would say. I think Jill Schoelen is good, but I think they wrote her in such a weird way where it's like they make her as like, she's of course grieving her father's death. And so she's like getting into issues, but like her character doesn't act like that. You get the one scene where she fights in school, but that's about it. There's really no other indication of her being like super rebellious or anything. It's just more of like, I don't like Jerry. I don't want to talk to Jerry. So it's weird, but I think she does a good enough job with what she gets, and then she had to be nude for no reason. I don't know. And the fact that she agreed to do it, and she went through it, but she also stated she wasn't comfortable with it. It's all power to her to say that, and the fact that she hasn't done one since. Good on her. Shelley Hack, I think, is good too. I think playing the mom, I think she does a good job. I think everybody does good in their roles. The therapist is good. Some of these side characters you only see for a split second are good, but like Terry O'Quinn is just running with it like the whole time. He's just he's so good. And I'm very excited to see like his performance in Stepfather 2.
Yeah.
To see if it is on this plane or if it's something more ridiculous. Because guess what? Spoiler, people, there's a sequel to this movie and Terry O'Quinn's in it. So that means that he didn't die at the end. But how did he come back? That's the question we all want to know. But you'll have to wait till next year when we cover Stepfather 2.
Makes you wonder.
Very excited.
Because he got stabbed in the heart.
I
said that he either doesn't have a heart or his heart is on the other side of his body. Because that is a thing.
So what happens is he dies, right? And before he dies, he curses them and uses voodoo magic to put his soul into a stepladder. So he truly is the stepfather. It's the worst concept for a movie ever.
They did what they did in Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh yeah. What, put him in a suit of armor?
Yeah, he's in a suit of armor.
He's put into a drill press.
Hey, you never know.
But our last comment over on Discord is from Spicy Dan, who says, I watched this movie for the first time a few years ago. Terry O'Quinn is an actor I haven't had a lot of experience with, but he is amazing and frightening in this role. Seal of approval.
Woohoo.
And we did get a couple comments elsewhere where I actually asked people to leave their ratings on the movie. We got a couple here. We got one from Big Bad Wolf, AA4, says, definitely gets the seal of approval. Terry O'Quinn is so good in this movie. Jesse Man Zero says, will you do the sequel and maybe the remake? So, yes, like I said, next year we look to maybe continue the Stepfather series with Stepfather 2 at least. I don't know about Stepfather 3. Maybe that'll be our watch along for next year.
We could do.
Since it's,
that's asking
the less desired, but we'll see. But the remake we are doing for our Patreon watch along for June. So by the time this is out, it may already be on our Patreon or it's coming up. So just keep an eye on that. Make sure to go over to Patreon, subscribe. All you have to do is subscribe at the $1 level. And you will be able to join us on our once a month.
Why are you doing that to him? Why are you like this?
You'll be able to enjoy our once a month watch alongs. It's okay. Movies for Days says seal of approval. Terry O'Quinn gives a chilling performance. Part 2 is great too. See, we got part 2 lovers, so I feel like part 2's got to happen.
But this person could be biased and full of shit. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I've never seen it.
Newman's pretty straightforward.
I'm just joking.
He's good shit. But yeah, thank you for dropping those. So now it's time to do the award of the show. We're doing the Miguel A. Nunez Jr. Award.
Oh, some damn enchiladas.
Oh. Ah, shit.
You didn't even think about it.
No.
Oh gosh, I've been thinking about it the whole time.
No.
Well, since Dan's got to think about it a little longer, I guess we'll
no, I got it.
Time here.
I got it.
Okay, well, we're going to start with Angela anyways because you weren't prepared.
Well, then I'm not going to say shit.
All right. Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
I'm just kidding. Get your ass back here.
Angela, who is your
Yes.
nominee for the Miguel A. Nunez Jr. Award?
Jim. Damn it.
Jim. All right.
Jimothy.
Not Jimothy.
All right. So Jim gets one.
He could have had a better time.
So this is not going to count for anything, but I do want to share Old Man Brad's nominees because he says, since I haven't seen any of them, I nominate everyone.
What the hell is that?
That is not how that works.
It's just the gif of
everyone. And now I just want to put the Simpsons of Krusty after he watches Worker and Parasite. What the hell was that?
Sir, you know how this works.
Oh God. So instead of that, we did get one suggestion, and you guys are slacking over on Discord for these award
step
nominees.
the fuck up.
What the fuck are we doing? Like, do you guys just not like doing this? Come on.
I love
Killing
doing
me,
it.
Smalls. Look,
Just
Angela's
saying.
going to put something in there. Lo Wayne does give a suggestion. He says he's going to default to Susan on this just for the phone to the face she takes.
Ooh.
She
So
does
Susan.
take the phone to the face.
So Susan, a.k.a. Mom, gets a vote. All right, Dan. Who is your nominee?
All right. It is also Jim because he is killed off in the worst way. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. I made the joke about that one fucking guy from Final Fantasy IV, from the Spoony Bard. No, the guy from Friday the 13th Part 4 that gets killed unceremoniously. Like, Jim is that same guy, but I like him so much more in this movie. Because he's building to something this whole time. Plus, he drives a sweet fucking car. But I like him so much more. Even the actor, even though like he doesn't do anything spectacular, but like I actually give a shit about this dude. Like all the way up to the end, I'm like, okay. Like even like wet fart aside, that's my go for. That's the one I'm picking.
He knew that Jerry was the bad guy. He knew, and he got taken out for it.
The whole damn time.
So originally my vote was going to be for the therapist, Dr. Bondurant, but as we were
rapist?
Yes,
I'm
see?
not going to label him as that, but as we were talking about the movie, I kind of was like, I don't feel right voting for that guy. I don't know what the fuck else is going on between him and Steph. It's just weird. So
See, that was mine at the beginning, and I was like,
and I like trying to think of like other characters that I could give it to. I think you know what? Even though Jim's going to win, but I'm going to give my vote to that freaking receptionist at the real estate office who tells Susan that Jerry doesn't work there anymore.
Yep.
Dude, he is like so close to dicking that lady down. Like she is all about it.
She wants him.
Yeah, she does.
Wait, we're talking about the real estate?
Yeah, because he's like, because he's talking to her and he's like, hey, what could you do this for me? He's like, I think you've earned the right to call me Amanda. And like just how she's talking, she's like, whatever her name is, man. What the fuck? I don't give a fuck her name is. But she's like eyeing him up and how like her mannerisms and stuff. Like this dude, he could totally hit that. Clap them cheeks. But he's like, no. I'm on a vengeance mission. Then the cheeks.
Well, we got a winner. The winner of the Miguel A. Nunez Jr. Award for the Stepfather goes to Jim. Congratulations, Jim. Unfortunately, we're going to have to accept this posthumously as he is dead. So, sorry, Jim. So there we go. We have another winner of the award. We have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're up to 7 winners of the award.
Woo-hoo.
And I think
Nice.
once we get to once the season ends, we're going to do an award. Like we're going to have a little tournament between all of the award winners. I think that would be pretty fun to see who's the best, who wins like the ultimate Miguel A. Nunez Jr. award. Or we come up with a different award where they all face off against each other to win that ultimate award.
Miguel A. Nunez Jr. crown.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you're giving me a great idea. Damn it, I gotta finish.
Angela has so many things that she needs to finish.
Go do things.
Mark
Do it now.
Wahlberg book club member cards. That's
Do
what
it
we're
now.
looking for.
I gotta find if I've still got it on here. I should.
Oh man. Well, yeah, that is it for The Stepfather from 1987. I'm just gonna go make sure to go through all the other social medias, make sure that I didn't miss anything. So that is it for June 2026.
Yeah, eat a
For
dick,
our-
June.
Yeah, for our Father's Day episode, a lot of good movies we've covered in the month of June between the Monster Zone and Dissect That Film Podcast. But guess what? Next month is a big month. We got a lot of things going on. First off, it is the month of Dan. We're celebrating Dan on a monumental achievement in life by making it to a certain age, and it needs to be celebrated.
70.
You're looking damn good. It's all that milk.
It's milk, and I steal souls.
I don't know which one comes first.
It's whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, so next month is a curated list of movies from Dan himself. And I have the list to share with you. But I'm only going to share the first episode of the Monster Zone and the first episode we're doing of the Dissect the Film podcast. So next week, for the first podcast episode of the month, will be our first Monster Zone episode, which will be on War of the, is it the Gargantuans? Gargantuas. Or Gargantua with no
War
S.
of the Gargantuas.
Oh,
War of the Gargantua?
okay.
I don't know. Maybe. Did you ask me now? No, I'm like conscious, self-conscious.
I'm going to Google it.
Yeah.
War of the Gargantuas. Okay. So we are going to be covering 1966's The War of the Gargantuas.
Yes, Gargantuas.
So good, dude.
And
Many
then
things to say.
Yes.
the next week, the first episode of the Dissected Film podcast, we're going to be talking about the 1995 originally TV miniseries, but they combined it to make it into a movie. We're talking about Gunsmith Cats.
Yeah, OVAs. They were like original video animations. They were just like longer, generally like higher quality than standard like episodes, like shows, but like much shorter. And then they do, like you said, they compiled several of these just into films.
And for War of the Gargantuas,
Tubi?
Probably. A lot of those monster movies are on there. So you can watch it on Max.
Okay.
Tubi and Pluto. Gunsmith Cats, you can watch the entire thing on YouTube.
Yep.
So if you want to participate in the award shows that we have for both those shows, we have the Bird Eye Gordon Award for the Monster Zone, and we have the Miguel Nunez Jr. Award for the podcast. That's where you can watch those two. Gunsmith Cats will also be part of the other event that we take part of, and that is the Month of Action. To Eagle Screech that we do that is run ultimately by the fine gentleman over at Give Me Back My Podcast and the amazing Anna, of course, and Be Action. And there's, I think, 20 podcasts or 20 like between podcast artists, a bunch of people that are participating in the Month of Action. It actually grew, I think, by 6 or 7.
Nice.
From last year, so it's just growing and growing. There's going to be a massive amount of content coming out for the Month of Action, so make sure to follow all of the shows that are going to be participating. I'm not going to name them all because there's a lot of them, so there will be a graphic, and just follow us on Instagram or follow Give Me Back My Podcast or Be Action on Instagram for more information on Month of Action. But that will be our podcast episode for the Month of Action will be Gunsmith Cats, and then our Month of Action for the Monster Zone will be the episode the week after, but you will have to wait to find out what that is. A lot of fun stuff, a lot of fun, interesting stuff, a lot of stuff maybe a lot of people haven't heard of or watched. I'm very excited to check it all out, so I hope you're all excited to check it all out.
Yeah, get ready for the obscure bullshit that I bring about. It's going to be dope.
Dan is very good at bringing obscure stuff to the table. And at first I get nervous, but then by the time we do it, I'm having a great time.
You'll get that nervous erection, but then you're like, all right, this is normal.
Yeah.
I thought he was about to say you were good at bringing bullshit.
Oh, yeah. Obviously. I mean, have you not listened to this podcast?
I think it's mostly I get nervous on, oh my God, where am I going to be able to watch this?
Dude, you need to watch Gunsmith of Cats with your wife.
It'll
If
be
she
on.
will allow it.
It'll be on. It'll be on. She'll be in the room. I don't know
I
how
can think
attentive
of.
she'll be.
I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna spoil anything. I know there's like one scene in particular. She's like, "What in the fuck are you watching?" I guarantee it, dude. It's gonna be sweet.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm very excited for July. I hope you all are. We have 5 episodes coming out in July. We're having 3 Monster Zone episodes. One of them at the very end is a very special episode that we'll share a little bit more of. You'll probably hear it at the end of the War of the Gargantuas episode. That'll be next week. So
We got new
till
guests
then
too.
for War of the Gargantuas.
No, for July. There's a new guest.
Oh yes, we will be having a 4th unofficial co-host of the podcast, right? Or is he going to be on for the Monster Zone?
He's going to be on one for the podcast, one for the Monsters.
All right, we're going to have technically a 4th official podcast host and a 5th host of the Monster Zone in July. It's going to be exciting.
It's going to be a fucking train wreck. It's going to rock. I'm excited.
It's going to be
I'm
so
happy.
good.
So
Excitement's in the air.
You get disappointed.
Huh?
I'm just saying.
Oh no, I'm excited, dude.
Man.
Just kidding.
But if you want to follow us and get more information about whatever the heck we're doing, make sure to go to our Instagram account at Dissect That Film Pod. And we also have a Threads at the same name. You can follow us on Facebook. We're on Blue Sky at Dissect That Film. You can go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Dissect That Film, where you can watch the video version of the episodes. I usually include clips. You can see us as we're talking about whatever the heck we're talking about. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. It's all free. It's all cool. I love reading your comments. So make sure to do that. Make sure to go to your favorite podcast app, rate us 5 stars, leave a review. We haven't gotten a written review from anybody in a long time, and I really would love to read one. So if you haven't left us a review, do that. That would be cool. Or leave us a comment on Spotify. Spotify allows you to leave comments on episodes.
Yeah.
Once I collect enough to read on an episode, I'm going to do that. We started that a couple weeks ago on the Monster Zone. So
yeah,
a lot of
it's
cool
sweet,
stuff.
dude.
And I've talked about it a million times already, but we have another show. It's called the Monster Zone, where we talk about monster movies. Usually we spin a wheel to decide the movies we're watching, but because it's Dan's month, he chose the movies. So July will be a special month for that. And we have an Instagram for the Monster Zone, at the Monster Zone. You can follow us over there. We need some love over there for that. And you can find everything else related. Just go to our linktree/Dissect That Film, where you get all of the links to our social medias, to our Patreon, to our YouTube, and our merch store. We have a merch shop, whatever, same thing. And you can get merch with our logos on it, our Monster Zone logo, our podcast logo, all that fun stuff.
Our faces, technically.
Yeah, technically our face is kind of like this, but not us. This isn't us. This is another awesome podcast that does something that has a really cool logo. We have a cool logo too. Oh yeah, and lastly, we have a Patreon. Patreon.com/Dissect That Film, where for a single $1, you can get uncut versions of the episodes up to a week before they're released. You get once a month watch-alongs. I did it right that time. And we have polls. We have chats in there. We have a Discord that you can be included at, but you can join at the free tier to get access to that Discord. So if you join the Discord at the free tier, make sure to message me to get a link, because the problem is I can only message paid patrons on Patreon. I can't message free tier people on Patreon.
Weird.
It's a weird thing. So I can't, because usually when somebody joins the Patreon, I usually send them personally the link to the Discord, but the free tier people I can't. So if you want to join the Discord and you're at the free tier, just message me. If you're not in there yet, we'll get you all set up. We got a lot of fun stuff going on over there. A lot of cool conversations. That's where you get to be a part of the awards that we do for the shows. Just a lot of fun stuff. All right. I think I've done enough talking. I probably missed something, as I always do. But thank you so much for joining us for June. Another month down and another however many months to go. We got a lot of fun things on the horizon. But lastly, what I need to do is I need to go over to Patreon and thank our wonderful patrons. We have Dustin Elkins, Rudy5453, Bucket of Chum, Corey Morissette. He changed his name in Patreon now. I gotta remember who it is. Daniel Collins, Jordan Champion, Lo Wang, Kate, Doom Generation, Angela, Dissect That Dan, the Baron's Hideout Podcast, Eric Stein, Robert, Jason, Anna Presley, Lone Wolf, Derek, Steven, and Chris. Thank you so much for supporting us over on Patreon. Thank you to everybody else for supporting us, period, because without you, the show's train wheels would have stopped a long time ago. So we appreciate all the love. All right. Until next time, I am Brett Parker. That is Dan and Angela of DNA Gaming. We are Dissect That Film, and this has been the Dissect That Film Podcast, episode 237. We'll see y'all again on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, guys. I gotta go quit my job now. Now it's time.
Yep.
If you don't hear from me for a while, my name is Turb Recrap. All right, see you later.
Herb Recrap.
Bye.
That's good. That's great.